Okay, my camera says I've got 16 reserved minutes, so I thought I'd just take you through the back way and give you a bit of litage through the pine forest here. Yeah, it's not a Araucaria forest. At certain times of the year, you've got to watch out for those 20 to 25 kilogram cones that can drop on your head and kill you. No, you literally, if they fall on your head, you've got about a 50% chance of it doing you some damage or killing you. So. I mean, you try dropping a 25 kilo sack of potatoes on your head from 30 feet. Anyway, oh yeah, back vistas, I know you like them. So, you know, with the old pan and paw sort of thing. I think if I give myself about 10 minutes to get out to the GLID-Site, then it'll give me like 6 minutes just walking around. It was just a quick sniff to show you where I've discovered the seep there. It'll have to be quick because the kids will be coming out from school now. So up there, yeah. Was going to go out to David's this season. I said I was going to, and then we had that scare. Pine Drive was one of the areas. It turned out to be false positives, I think they were, so, unfortunately, but you know, still lingers in my mind, so I think gotta watch the boner, as they say. So yeah, down this little, it's spooky at night time, but it does have a light. Night scented jasmine or something. Or is it night scented jasmine? I don't know. Yeah, there's a good little docker called Hitsville or something about Motown. A nice sumptuous 2-hour documentary. Very well done. My partner quite liked it. I think she's only watched about half of it, but she's going on about Smokey and the Miracles, and I said, well, you do know that John Lennon said when he wanted those harmonies for Just Like Starting Over, he wanted the best, and they said, well, that's the Miracles. So he got the Miracles into the recording studio. So all those lovely harmonies you get, which are almost on a par with the Billy Joel harmony for the Longest Time. Yeah, they were the ones for Just Like Starting Over were done by, apparently, that's what I've read or been told, by the Miracles of Smokey Robinson, the Miracles fame. They were the best harmony, what do you call it, a cappella sort of harmony sort of group out there at the time. And he said, well, I want them, just write a blank check basically, whatever. I probably did some deal or something, certain percentage of Just Like Starting Over, never have to work again for the rest of your life, basically. Oh, it's a bloody good song. I mean, I remember when it first came out, we had that in 1980, and then you had the Billy Joel one in about 1983, wasn't it? And yeah, so the Just Like Starting Over came out in 1980, and then you had the Billy Joel For the Longest Time in 1983, and I remember hearing that for the first time. Was it? No, it was the bass line for Dolce Vita coming out of the left speaker of, was it Paul Temple's little low slung little sports car. I think it was that. I remember that. Dun 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 sort of thing. Yeah, I'm not doing it justice, fellas. So yeah, it was one of those ones that it tricks the brain, sort of it fools the mind, tricks the brain, sort of thing. So and it has that sort of key hook in the song where you just can't quite grab the melody, sort of thing. You think, oh, what are those notes? It's sort of like some sort of delay on them or something, so one note's almost running into the next sort of note, and it's very confusing. Yeah. Anyway, so I think I'll just walk over here to this one over here, and I don't think I want to cross at the lights. It's too close to the school, so I'll just cross over before then, I think. And what time have we got? 11 minutes, I think we'll get there. Back vistas, because I know you like them and you probably want a bit of sunlight in your life there, especially if you're going in like Britain or something like that, Ireland or something, going into what's probably going to become a very bleak winter. And yeah, I like these bricks, they're quite nice, aren't they? And they do actually last longer than you think they would. It's another minute to the corner there and another minute to get over to the site. I think we might actually get 8 minutes over at the site if I'm frugal and walk quickly around and show you what I've discovered. I don't know what the glid's going to be like. Probably going to be pitiful. As I said, we had that event a few years ago when they just dried off basically, and we got no seed set that year. Got a bit of a... Well, that'll be good. If that continues into the summer weather, you might have something to practice with. We did have a dripping tap. As I was saying to Joey last year, I had a dripping tap. I was all prepared to put some cape seeds down around the dripping tap zone, and then my partner wanted the tap fixed, so bugger, missed out by about that much. I was very disappointed about that, but anyway, it was just a tap that was just dripping like a regular, probably 1 second drip, just the best time for a drip, creating this little boggy area. So it was only a single drip, by every second or so, just enough to wetten up the area sort of thing and make it, boggy. Oh yeah, better walk. Okay. Yeah, I told you this would happen. Okay. Anyway, we come over here. As I said, it's starting to dry up now. Probably will. And plenty of nice cushion moss there, and hopefully getting some nice god-awful litage. And oh yeah, probably want back vistas, I suppose, before we lose the opportunity to give you back vistas. Thanks, yeah. And down here, we've got some running posts in there. And as we said, the water flows down here. And I noticed the seep was down here somewhere, flowing down here somewhere. It was when it was a few weeks ago. So it's around here somewhere. It was actually flowing down. And I can't see any glintage now, but I think it was flowing here from here somewhere. I think that's where it was. And it's just, you can see it oozing down, sort of thing. So anyway, how much time have we got? 7 minutes. And last year we had one decent plant sitting on around here. It obviously set seed, but have we seen any other plants? No. So maybe they've got a time delay on them. They can't germinate the next year or something, or it's got to be a really heavy scarifying sort of rain. Anyway, let's go up here and go over to the other section and quickly have a look at our boggy area here that we've been investigating more thoroughly over the past few years. Lots of moss on the ground, but that will dry up and go into dormancy. Back vistas. I know you will like them. Yeah. Now, usually there's some in this corner around the red brick university marker. I don't know if there's any I can spot at the moment. Lawn pinks are out. If we can find the brick, Looking. And where's the red brick university? Can't see it. Oh, there's the red brick. So if we can look, we've got some of those sort of semi-aquatic succulents that seemed like, oh, there's one. Oh Jesus, so small. They're not going to make it, fellas. Oh, on battery power's about to run out, so I better get on over here before it runs out. 6 minutes. I don't know if the battery can handle it or not. And down here, there's a boggy area down here too. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it justice. The battery's about to run out. But anyway, we'll see. Around here somewhere. Oh yes, there's some little baby ones here. Back to spot colour. See, every time I press that, it probably takes some power out of the battery to do that changeover. But yeah, they're not wonderful fellas. They're really small for this time of year. That's beginning of the season. So yeah, it's been a really bad year. Rains came late on the end of a few seasons ago when we didn't have any seeds set. So yeah, end of a more than 20-year extended millennial drought sort of thing. Back to normal area. Quickly go down here, see if we can find anything on the dregs of the battery. Let me guess, because I actually charged it and left it on the table, it's given me the red battery almost back to die sign, but it's not actually going to die because it was actually a fully charged battery. Yeah. Now, we used to get little baby ones up here some in normal years, but I don't think we saw any too many, if any, last year, if I remember rightly. No, can't see anything. Almost looks like manganese, doesn't it? Manganese Japanese. Well, they do grow a lot of their stuff on there, and we've got the bracken here, of course, and we've got the sign of the other soil underneath there, and so on and so forth. Yeah, not much here. Can't they? Back vistas. Well, if it is going to die in the arch, we might as well try and get the full whack in the camera. Go across the sandy area. Might see an unusual flower form of the, not gerber is what they called. Begins with the G2, what's it? And what's it up on one of the peninsulas is the capital of the world for those things. Absolutely billions of them. Okay, well that's about it. I think you got your full whack of 16 minutes if it's going to get to 16 minutes, isn't it? And it usually gets quite boggy down there. Always ever hopeful of finding some glids down there. Got all the same accoutrements as over there, so why not? I think we always have a look and see what we can see. And yeah, nice covering of moss. Almost cushion moss, and you got the old foreign invader orchids from South Africa, and I'm always ever hopeful we might find some glids out here or something, maybe something new, you know, a pig or something. You never know. We probably need a jolly good bushfire or something, and I'm always likening to brackens to our Drossa binata. They say that ferns can't grow back once they dry out, basically, or have struggle to anyway. Let's put it that way. So a bit like a banana, you know, once the roots dry out, it's basically gone. Totally unlike a capensis where you could actually have it in a dried out lump of peat and sand, basically, and it'll come back from the roots. The following season we had a bit of scouring. Anyway, of course now it's not going to die, is it? I'm going to say, die you bastard. Oh well, we'll get another 2 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, it obviously comes flowing through here, and then there's one stream out there, and there's a patch out here. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll try and look. Oh yeah, a little bit wet around here. If I remember right, it was a little bit more wetter on the upslope than it was on the downslope. We had this bare patch out here, and I think we had the occasion. See, we got that thing again. That thing that's growing in my pot. See if it lasts the summer, you never know. If you just keep it perfectly wet, it might do. A bit strange, isn't it? Having a succulent type bog plant, I think. Yeah. That sort of, yeah, so we've got one. Oh, there's another one. Is that another one or is it the same one? Yeah. Too small. It's just slightly over the size of a 5-cent piece. Yeah, pathetic. Going to be another bad year by the looks of it. Back to normal area. And 15 seconds to go. Well, that's a bit about it, fellas. You've had a good run out to LIVERWORT site and then the GLID-Site. Fortunately, I couldn't do them on one clip. Depends on how you wipe the clips, apparently. If they're all from one particular day, you can.